Okay, this is like, let's just get real. Here I am. It's December 13th. It's 11:46. Wow, it's late. It's p.m. But God just wanted me to say this, because He's saying it to me, and I'm saying, I don't want to say this, God. And He goes, yeah, record this. Okay, so I'm recording it. So I'm looking at the drawing that I did, today, and God is doing the drawing. I don't have anything to do with it. I don't even like it. While I'm looking at it, going, this is the stupidest. I can't believe how crappy this is. Because I'm a merciless critic. If I said this doesn't make any sense. Nothing is. What are you going to do up here? I don't know. Oh God, that's even worse. You better put some texture on this. This is really. This is just the ridiculous. What am I doing? I'm making the worst drawing I've ever made in my life. I've lost it completely. I'm like Jackson Pollock. He lost his stuff when he couldn't make any more drip paintings. He just lost his stuff, as the critic said, and he went back to drinking and everything. So, I stay away from the bottle. Maybe that's helped me survive this long. Anyway, I have all my other vices, but that, fortunately, praise God, that was not one of them. I did have, occasions where I was drinking heavily, socially, just to kill. That's what it is when you have Asperger's syndrome, right? Like Pollock had, like I have, like a lot of artists, probably the vast majority are schizophrenics or autistic. I'd like to know. Find me some that aren't. I mean, a good artist. I mean, there's plenty of this phony baloney stuff going on. But find a master artist, that has something original in their work, whatever it is. And if it's complex and it has all the whole theater of characters and, this and that going on, then that's an autistic or schizophrenic mind at work, So pardon my mental illness. And that's what God said. I've got to explain that it's not me, the artist. I have nothing to do with this stuff. I just, every day, move this, move that, move that. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm interested. Oh, yeah, okay, well, I can see what I can do here. But it's fun. I mean, it's just coming out. It's drawing itself while I'm looking at it. How bizarre is that? I mean, God, whatever you want to call the spirit, right? That's what Pollock claimed he was doing, right? It was the spirit. It's the subconscious. He calls it the subconscious. I call it God. And God's very specific. He's very personal. He talks a lot. He talks all the time. If you talk to him, he talks to you. If you don't talk to him, he doesn't talk to you. And you got to listen to what he's saying. You got to listen to what he's saying. I mean, if you're just talking, look at these Buddha people, these Eckhart Tolle peoples or Oprah Winfrey people. They're flapping their lips from the second they get a barking commands and orders. We got to get our schedule here, and all the priests and everything. Oh, they're not in touch with their subconscious. Really? Where's all their creativity? What's sitting on a butt on a towel and whatever, and ringing a little bell for the stillness, and getting some food from the buffet, the natural foods that come from the universe, where your spirit is transacting, and you're gonna lift off to nirvana. You're on the higher levels of now. There you go. Oh, my wings are melting. My wings. Woo! That's, Art Crumb did this stuff. Mr. Natural, he parodied and lampooned and ridiculed all these priests it was all about. Nobody's read an underground comic. I mean, seriously? The Virgin Mary and Binky Brown or whatever it is, or I got raped by my mother's boyfriend, or actually I seduced him in the closet, or, What do you think that stuff is all about exactly? It's like the torments of sexual, wherever they were in infancy that has to be constantly explored. It's a dead end. That's why I took the sex stuff out, because it's like, I'm using it as a comic exaggeration or something like Beardsley did, giant phalluses or buttocks or whatever. So it's humorous, but he moved more towards like S. Clay Wilson, like getting really graphic about it. So there's no, I use it as like Play-Doh, no, not Play-Doh, kind of, yeah, the allegory of the cave, Play-Doh, like it's Shadow World, Play-Doh, like silhouettes on the wall, and the real world is something we don't see. Well, I see the real world. And the real world's a spiritual world. Plato didn't see it because he was Greek. It was Greek to him. But it wasn't Greek to St. Paul, and he moved in amongst the Corinthians there and whatnot, and there were some converts, and there's never more than a few. Look at Jesus. There's never more than a few. There's never more than a few. But, so be it, as the saying is, amongst these Christians who are all saved, believe in their rapture, they're off in the rapture. I think I'm going to stick here when they go off in the rapture myself. I think I'll just hang out, do a little more work. Okay, God bless you all out there in Radio Land. I was going to kind of whistle a tune going out, but nothing comes into my head. Da 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 da. What is that? Okay, let me know.